Good evening. A Friday evening. Time for some sports talk, sports betting talk. Brought to you by OddsJam, oddsjam.com, the premier odds comparison company. Yes, we're here. I got Underdog Fantasy and Thrive Fantasy deposit matches. I'm doing pretty well with mine, Mike. BetMGM points bet sign-up bonuses are available. Don't forget to like this show, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and don't forget live chat is available. Yes. Going to be an interesting night in sports, an interesting night last night. Mike has his article up that he's going to talk about here in a little bit. You got Panthers and Red Wings tonight, huh? Yeah.
Oh, way to just give it out before we even go to the article, huh, Bob? I mean, I'm glad you tuned in and checked it out, only to spoil it for everyone else. I'm going to go ahead and post it in the comments.
I'm going to do it right here, right now, okay? There it is, folks. There's Mike's article for tonight. And you know what the funny part about this, Mike, is? These are two plays that I have in my hockey video. So bravo to you.
You know, the bad thing about these, that's that we've done that a few times, but we've went 1-1 in both of them. So
yeah, I know.
It's always one game that's been getting us. And part of the reason is, I've been trying to take some pretty good value plays, but I'm going to jump into a couple. I've got one tomorrow to tune into that I think it's a banger, man. I think it's a good one.
Okay. Well, he's got Panthers money line and coupled with the Red Wings money line and put them in a parlay together plus 258 at Caesars. So there you go. Oscar Sundquist, David Perron. Talking about my Blues, my Stanley Cup champion Blues. I want to tell you one thing right now, Mike. Benner, he misses them a lot, okay?
Misses what?
Perron and Sundquist. Are you not paying attention to what I said?
Yeah, well, you're rattling, so I tend to
really, dude?
No,
Seriously. Hey, Jordan, how you doing, bro? Good to see you here tonight. Let's make some money. Jordan,
come on next week, Jordan.
Next week. Coming on next week. We'll do Thursday night football. Remind me.
It's a shame. Last night we had a better Thursday night matchup than we've had. We finally got some points. We've had some duds the past few weeks, it seems.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was a real good game.
It wasn't a great game last night, but at least we got some action.
Andy Dalton threw 2 pick sixes.
Well, that is true, but at least the end zone was found by somebody on the field.
Hey, DeAndre Hopkins, did he not make a difference in Kyler Murray's game?
Yeah, but he didn't get a touchdown. I had him as an anytime touchdown score. He got all that action and not in the end zone. That's been happening to me a lot lately, man. I'm getting a lot of guys that are getting a lot of touches. Godwin, and they're due to get in the end zone. I just haven't been very good at picking the spots on a couple of them, but is what it is.
And I went with
Kamara, same way.
First basket scorers last night. Neither one of mine hit. Going with a couple tonight. Got a video out on the channel. We'll see what happens there. I was going to do anytime goal scorers, but I got to tell you, when you search for that, hey, speaking of, hey, hang on, let me change the brand here.
Were you talking about me, Bob?
Yeah, actually I was.
I looked at my clock. I'm down here working. I was like, I'm going to hop on here and mess around with these guys for a little bit.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm actually working. I'm getting ready to do my anytime touchdown video.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, we were just talking about anytime touchdown doozy last night.
Yeah, you know what? And actually, not to interrupt your show or get you off what you were talking about, but the anytime touchdown model last night actually had Jawan Johnson to score.
Wow.
And I think he was 4-1. 2 touchdowns was 50-1. So I took Kamara. No good. He still hasn't scored a touchdown this year.
I know. I took him too. I mean, the guy's due. I mean, it's not like he's not getting some action. I mean, my goodness, I thought for sure he was due to get in the end zone, but
Randall, first basket tonight. I got Morant and Jokic. What do you think?
I like the Jokic pick. Who do the Grizz have? I don't even know.
Memphis has got Houston tonight.
Yeah, it's Houston, and Morant was the first time I ever hit a first basket. He was the guy who hit it. Yeah. So I'm just going back to the well.
Those will be iffy early on, I think, but I don't think it's a bad idea in these first couple of games to take a shot on.
What the hell are you doing on our channel, man? Did I say you could come in here?
Well, you invited me on this morning.
I know, but that was this morning. I've had a change of heart.
Well, I was working in bed. I hadn't got up yet.
Oh, that's a good thing. All right. Hey, by the way, I was going to say we would do an anytime goal scorer, but I searched YouTube yesterday, and what came up was soccer. There are no anytime goal scorer videos for hockey out there at all, although it is a play in all the friggin' books. I don't understand why nobody's catching on to that. Got any ideas there, Randall?
I mean, it's definitely a market. I would say it's unlike the one, I mean, NFL, I mean, it can take a while for that to happen, but NBA, I mean, that's instant gratification. It's kind of like the goal in the first 10 minutes of hockey. That used to be the go-to market. And, now you've got, I mean, yes, no in the first inning. That's popular. I mean, anything that's instant gratification, I guess maybe hockey, it could be, it could be 2 periods before a goal is scored. I mean, it's highly unlikely, but it's not one of those instant you turn the game on and, within 20 minutes, your bet's either won or lost, whereas all of those others, 20 minutes and you win or lose.
Hey, do we get to come on your show like you're coming on ours?
Sure, if you want. I don't know how much longer I'll be doing that middle of the day show now. I'm been busy. We're running a sale right now. Anybody who's in, if you want to take advantage.
And what would that sale be, Randall?
Yearly plans. So yearly platinum industry, whatever you want, shoot me an email and we'll get you set up.
Is there a percentage off?
Well, I work with customers individually. So depending on where you're at right now, try to work with you on something that makes sense. So but no set percentage.
Okay. All right. That's what I wanted to know. And we also have the 10% off your first month, 10 Bob or Mike 10. Mike, Randall's here. You got anything to say to him?
Yeah, you're brave coming on here to deal with this guy, man. I'm glad you did, because dealing with him on a daily basis gets to be a burden sometimes. But, somebody's got to keep him in line and babysit. So how about the New Jersey Devils? Remember that bet?
Yeah, I lost that bet that I tailed.
I would imagine you did. I really, it's odd that, and the team that he bet against ended up winning their first 3 games anyway, the Flyers. So not sure where he was going there.
You know what? It really doesn't matter. The bottom line is my hockey videos are 20, 11, and 1. And when you get on that plateau with your handicapping, and I'm talking to both of you right now, then we'll talk.
Okay.
Well, hold on, Bob, because I got to look here. Does you said 20, 11, and 1 is 26 and 12 in the CFL? Is that any good this year?
That's pretty good, but can I tell you something? This is only like 5 days worth of handicapping.
Oh, I know.
We're not talking about a whole year.
CFL but by the whole year, Bob, you're not going to
3 games a week.
You guys realize that I'm going to hit over 1,000 bets this year in hockey, probably more like 11 or 1,200 by the end of the playoffs. Can you believe it here?
We've heard about Jordan's. I mean, he's
not coming on next week.
If you've heard it once, you've heard it a million times with Bob and his NHL bets. We get it, bro. We get it.
Okay, well, we
get it. You're a degenerate, and you'll bet every single game. Good. Get on out of here. That's good to get you out.
We can add him back. He didn't even realize that. He's got to fully leave the studio. I'm gonna let you get back to your show, Bob, because I've got a lot to do here. So
now I'm in the wrong place.
I know, but you're gonna be in the right place here in a minute because I'm leaving.
All right. Hey, Randall, you need to come on again. We got to talk about, by the way, real quick, we have not discussed this, the Christian McCaffrey trade. I mean, in my opinion, the 49ers were reeling. Supposedly one of the best teams in the NFC, and they're 3-3. They needed a guy like McCaffrey bad with Garoppolo at quarterback. Agreed?
I don't know. I still don't understand it. I mean, you've got Samuel, you've got Kittle, you've got Ayuk. I don't understand. I mean, I guess you add a running back that could play slot receiver. I mean, he's very dynamic, but I don't know. I think what they gave up is essentially nothing. So I mean, they got a great deal, but I don't understand. I don't understand the fit. I think they've got a lot of weapons now, obviously, but I mean, they made it to the NFC Championship last year without him. So I mean,
whoa. Now that's an interesting comment. It's about how terrible both these organizations are run. You know what? Who's the GM there for the 49ers? Isn't that John Lynch?
I think so. Yeah,
he's still there.
Are the Panthers
did they go to the Super Bowl recently?
No, they lost in the Super Bowl, but they were in one.
That's what I said. They went to a Super Bowl recently.
Yeah, they went to a Super Bowl. They're in an NFC Championship game last year. They've drafted pretty well at certain positions, definitely defensively. But Jordan, you see what his comment there. I would have to tend to agree there when talking about quarterbacks and running backs. I mean, how many running backs have they had, and how many times have we talked about them moving on from Garoppolo and never did, and then invested in Lance? And I mean,
shouldn't they have just re-signed Kaepernick?
I mean, are the Panthers done this year? I mean, is that a total fade at this point?
I would say so, wouldn't you?
What
did I just see the line is for this weekend?
Well, it's 13 now. I mean, I think
it's 13 now.
I think it opened 7.5 or 9.5.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, other than Carolina, they can have a decent defense. It definitely hasn't really showed 100% this year, but yeah, I can't imagine backing them a whole lot.
No, I would say done with Carolina for sure. So,
Randall, how late you working tonight?
I don't know.
Later, the longer
probably until 7 or 7:30. I need to go upstairs though and turn this Hamilton game on here at 6. Got a big game tonight. Win this game, and Hamilton probably in the playoffs and holding a 40-1 future. So, take my chances.
Nice.
Yeah, no kidding. That's awesome.
All right.
I hope you win. At least you didn't pick like the Rangers to win the cup.
Right.
Or the Islanders. Right.
I couldn't go square. I told you Vasilevsky was going to be awful in the final, and you disputed that.
It's hip to be square. Okay.
See ya.
Goodbye.
See you, buddy. Awesome. Randall Mike, joining us there.
You're in charge, Mike.
Yeah. Watch. Boom. We're back.
Back to where it should be. So in that scenario, did you bet them tonight? What's he talking about?
Might be talking about Randall.
Oh, yeah, could be.
I'm gonna guess probably not. Already has the futures on him. Let that ride out and see what happens. I'm gonna guess he probably didn't double dip, but could be wrong there.
Okay, Mike, I hope you got bets because
let's get to the positive EV right now.
Go for it.
So here we go. first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my bet tracker because there's a lot of plays in here in the NBA that I have been on. Obviously, we got to check tip time on a lot of these. We're getting close to tip off. But also, I found some NFL plays I've gotten here if you want to look at those. I'm going to focus on the NBA ones. RJ Barrett over 20.5 player points. Tremendous value on that right now, Bob. Actually not beating the closing line on this play. Kind of a bummer. I really liked this play. So that one is one that I'm on. I am also on this Kevin Porter over 18.5 player points. Got it at plus 100. I took Jimmy Butler on his over 23.5 player points, plus 100 on FanDuel. The Spurs on the spread, plus 3. The Grizzlies on the first quarter point spread, minus 2.5. Beating the closing line value now on a lot of these. I took the under 229.5 in the Raptors Nets game. And then I took Vucevic over 18.5 player points. And then that is it. That's an NFL play there, and Brian Robinson. So those are the plays that I've got in my bet tracker right now, Bob. But Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the Positive EV page and see what's out there.
You go right ahead. Hey, do me a favor. Set your filter for today. Just for the heck of it.
Yeah, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to go to my date range first. I was going to change some other things around, but I'll just wait. So let me go to date range here today. And let's just look at, we'll look at all books. Let's turn our filters back on, our recommended filters. And bear with me, we're running a little slow here. Now they're on. Beautiful. We got, and I'm going to zoom in for you guys a little bit here. Okay, so Valanciunas over 12.5 player rebounds. Let's see what's happening on this play. Plus 118 is the play on FanDuel. Pretty good value. It's weird. BetMGM actually favors this play to hit the over. Not points bet, and definitely not. FanDuel really juiced that under. And Pinnacle definitely favors it a little bit too, but minus 101 is what they priced the over on. So there is pretty good value on this play, Bob. It's a pretty good one. I think that's definitely one worth taking a look at. Now I'm going to look.
Yeah, let's look at this one because.
Which one? This one here?
The Grizz minus 9.
Yeah, that's a little high there though on the point spread, Bob. That's my only. The line's minus 7, so you're definitely jumping a little bit deeper into it.
Are you telling me that the Rockets are that improved?
No, I'm not saying that. It's just that you know how it is early in the season. But yeah, it's got tremendous value on it. And it's worth sprinkling probably for sure, Bob.
Well, why can't we just do a 9.5, a 9, an 8.5, and an 8, and a 7.5, and we're there?
Well, we can do that. We'll let you do all that. Well, there's an 8.5 right there.
There you go. See?
And let's see if there's any other one in this game. Nope, I think that's it. You got Tatum over on his. That's the thing. There are so many right now. This one looks pretty good. Plus 110 on Tatum. Pinnacle prices both of these sides at minus 115. The over and is under on player rebounds. So Pinnacle, being a sharp book, doesn't really give an idea of which side they think's more likely. So that plus money, that plus 110 is tremendous value on this play for sure. I definitely like that one. You got Jordan Poole over 16.5 player points. This is a great one. Every book's favoring this to hit. So
wow, minus 112.
Yeah, no line from Pinnacle on this, but again, every book favoring this to hit. But Bet Rivers and Barstool always have the same, not always, but the majority of the time, the odds on their books on these positive EV plays are usually the same. So for some reason, both of them have this mispriced a little bit. So definitely one worth looking at as well, Bob.
Okay.
I'm going to stay away from everything because I have a ton of bets out there tonight. But right now, there's definitely a lot to be had. So NBA fans, sports bettors, Positive EV page is just loaded with NBA player props main market plays, alternate market plays. Just unbelievable, Bob.
All right, I get to share now. All right. So you guys know that I'm putting out a hockey video every day. Mike, this is one of the things that I'm doing with every hockey video. When I'm picking a game, I'm also picking one player prop, player shots on goal. I hit 3 out of 4 last night, went 2-2 the night before, and 3 out of 4 the night before that, Mike. They're like player RBIs for me. They're on fire. So I've got, and by the way, I could have had David Pasternak last night for over 4.5 player shots on goal, and he had 5. But I didn't bet that one. I'm kicking myself for that. I took Matthew Tkachuk, David Perron, Cale Makar tonight. Over 2.5 shots on goal, over 2.5 for Perron, and over 3 for Tkachuk. A question for you. Do you like those types of plays?
Yeah, I do. And I like Colorado certainly coming off of a game in which I expected them to win, at least that game against Winnipeg. They lost that game in overtime. I think you can definitely expect them to come out. You saw Seattle. The Blues definitely had some offensive action on them. They've lost 3 in a row. In Colorado, I like those guys to produce. So, yeah, I would jump on those for sure. Love them.
And then in the baseball videos I'm doing, I'm going with Mike.
Especially, Bob, sorry, with Landeskog out, you know those other guys that you're talking about, Makar,
right?
They're going to have to start shooting a lot.
In the baseball videos, I'm going with your bread and butter for player props, player strikeouts. But I'm also going with player outs. And, of course, I go with player RBIs because, dude, you ain't going to find anything in baseball unless you're going for a home run with that kind of plus value. That's my opinion. All right. Then I'm going to go to my bet tracker here real quick because Jordan may laugh at my volume, but my volume speaks for itself. There's 24 weeks there, folks.
Dude, Jordan has some, sorry to interrupt you, Jordan has some college football picks out.
Okay. Let me finish. Only 2 weeks losing, Jordan. 2. Okay. Betting these on an everyday basis, Positive EV is the way to go. All right. So I'm going to get out of this screen and go ahead. You can handle Jordan's picks if you want to there, Mike.
Yeah, he's some of my favorite plays for tomorrow. College football, Ohio, NIU over, Texas -6, and the under, UCF -5, TCU -4 and over. Yes. And you had a great call on TCU. Was it last week that he had the call on TCU or the week before? I can't remember. So awesome.
You have a good weekend. There. You have a good weekend too, brother. What do you think of Wisconsin -2.5? Tomorrow against, what are they playing, Purdue?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Because that's what I'm going with tomorrow. I'm riding that high.
Okay.
Yes. All right. I got nothing else. Don't forget first basket scorer tonight. I'm going with Morant and Jokic. Let's do it.
Give us an anytime NHL goal scorer before we leave. Come on.
Why do I have to do that? Huh?
Because you're the NHL guy, man. You got to just go. We got 3 games: Detroit, Chicago, Tampa Bay, Florida, Seattle, Colorado. Give us one.
Trocheck. There you go. I said it.
Vincent Trocheck?
Yeah.
Who's he playing for?
I don't have it. Didn't he play for Florida or used to?
No, he don't play for Florida anymore. He's on the Rangers. He's not playing tonight.
Then he can't score, can he?
No, so give the people a goal. My God.
David Perron. Goodbye.